Black Equal Project is a 4-year project that is being piloted in Grenada, Dominica, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines to achieve national and regional goals on gender equality. The core objective of the project is ensuring that women and youth-owned businesses have access to affordable and adequate financing, fit-for-purpose social protection programs that ensure no one is left behind, sexual and reproductive health services that are more effective, and that survivors of gender-based violence can have easier access to the service they need. The government of Grenada, in partnership with the UN Women and the United Nations Populations Fund, is funding the project. Jane Gibbons, UNFPA liaison officer for Barbados and the OECS, spoke of her organization's support for the project.
And for UNFPA in particular, our support will range from policy and technical support to civil society-led empowerment activities, with special attention to those who are vulnerable and those who are left behind, people with disabilities and survivors of gender-based violence. And quite a bit of this work has started already, which we'll hear a bit later in a deeper discussion today. And we know that we need to continue prioritizing the needs of the women and adolescent girls and the survivors of sexual violence. We also want to make a big plug for building on existing initiatives and programs.
The project is part of Grenada's Feminist International Assistance Policy. High Commissioner of Grenada to Barbados and the OECS, First Secretary for Development David Simard, thanked the government of the 4 Windward Islands for their support for the initiative and their role as key contributors to its design, which builds on the country's gender equality efforts over the years.
All countries need to make sure that women are empowered to reach their full potential so they can earn their own livelihoods, which will benefit their families as well as the economic growth of their communities and countries. We support Build Back Equal because we believe it has designed a holistic approach that will help increase women and vulnerable persons and groups' ability to participate in every sphere of modern-day society, in the formal economy, in education, for sexual and reproductive health, and even in public life.
Minister for Social Development Gloria Thomas said the project targets community organizations, institutions, human service providers, policymakers, and other key stakeholders.
Locally, the Tri-Island state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique stands to benefit significantly from this project, which seeks to heavily engage and provide avenues for increased development and empowerment of our women and girls. It will also create opportunities for greater collaboration amongst community organizations, institutions, human service providers, policymakers, and other key stakeholder groupings in terms of designing and delivering of service that are specifically geared towards women development and empowerment.
For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.